Hi guys, Happy New Year. Today I am making salad. Big top secret recipe, right? But what I wanted to do when I made the salad is show you exactly how many carbs you're getting. One thing that I've noticed over the last week, it is the new year, so there are a lot of people that are trying to get healthy. I've seen a lot of people put on Facebook, what is keto? Is keto safe? And I've seen all kinds of people replying that it's not safe, you don't get any kind of nutrition. All these people that are so misinformed about what exactly the keto diet is. All they hear is no carbs and bacon, butter, meat and cheese. And they think that that's all you eat when you do keto. But that's totally not what it is. So it is true that you're cutting your carbs way back. And depending on your goals and what you're trying to do, your total I go by net carbs because that's what I was taught, which is your carbs minus your fiber, gives you your net carbs. So say 3 cups of lettuce has 6.3 grams of carbs in it, and it has 2.7 grams of fiber. You're going to subtract fiber from the carbs, and that's going to get you, roughly 3. My math sucks when I'm on the spot, but roughly a little bit over 3 grams of net carbs. So once you start looking at it like that, you're really getting more than you think you are. And I would be willing to put my menu up, what I eat in a day, up against anybody that's saying that eating keto is not nutritious, because I bet you I eat more vegetables in a day than they do. So I'm going to show you that. Our typical day is, I don't eat breakfast. I was never a big breakfast person. I'm not hungry when I do breakfast. I do intermittent fasting, so I'll do coffee and water in the morning, and around 1, 2-ish, I'll have something to eat. And it might be leftovers from the night before. It might be a salad with tuna on it. It might be some hard-boiled eggs. I know some of you have seen, what I eat in a typical day, because I'll post it. And a lot of it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm going to be out for the day, I take stuff with me. If I'm going to be home, then I have time to prepare it, or I'll just have leftovers from the night before. But dinner is normally a salad. We eat salad first. We'll have salad and then whatever protein I've prepared. So tonight we're having meatloaf, and I think I've already done a video on how I make my meatloaf. I don't use breadcrumbs. Instead of breadcrumbs, I use either smashed up pork rinds, which I did not have today, but instead of that, I just threw some Parmesan cheese in there, just to help bind it together. So we're having meatloaf tonight, and we're going to have salad. Now, I typically make a salad Sunday nights, or Sunday, I go grocery shopping, and I'll make a big salad, and then usually by the middle of the week, we're out, and I'll run it, grab more lettuce or whatever, and put together another one. So there's always a salad mixed in the fridge. Now, Donnie does not eat onions. Don doesn't eat tomatoes. So, some of the things I don't put in it, but I usually just build like the basic salad. It's lettuce, cucumbers, celery. Sometimes I'll throw carrots in it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I put red cabbage in it. Different weeks I use different lettuce. Whatever I can find in the store that I feel like throwing in that week, that's what we have. So this is what we have for this week. I'm going to measure it all out on a plate and show you basically what I have every night. So my lettuce, I usually have about 3 cups of lettuce, and I usually fill my plate with lettuce. So that's 3 cups of lettuce. You're looking at 6.3 grams of carbs, 2.7 grams of fiber. Tomatoes, where did I put them? Now, I accounted for 3 ounces of these grape tomatoes. I usually just use a tomato and slice it, but I had these left over from the holidays, so I'm using them before they go bad. So this is 3 ounces, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cherry tomatoes. Now, I don't have to put them all in my salad for tonight. I could use them as a snack if I'm hungry during the day. I could have some of them at lunchtime, but I'll just throw them all on there so you can see exactly how many there are. I don't know what that was, but something fell over in my fridge. Okay, so that's the tomatoes. Cucumber. I have a 1/4 cup of cucumber. And I'm just going to throw it on there. So cucumber, and that is 2 grams of carbs. And there is no fiber in that, if I'm reading right. I looked everything up before I started, so that's what I'm looking at here. The grape tomatoes, there's 3 ounces there, 6 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber. I'm also doing celery. So I have half a stalk here, which is 0.6 grams of carbs and 0.3 grams of fiber. Red cabbage, I have a half a cup of chopped cabbage here, and this is 3.5 grams of carbs, 0.95 net grams of carbs. So I'll throw that on there, and again that's half a cup. Okay, and I like red onion. So I'm going to do, and you can have onion, you can have the nightshades, which are the peppers, tomatoes. A lot of people think you can't have tomatoes, you can't have peppers, you can't have onion. As long as it fits and you don't have issues with it, then you're fine with it. But I usually do about a slice, so there's my slice of red onion. So that is typically my salad before dinner. That's a dinner plate, so that's a big salad. I personally don't eat dressing. I never liked it, but Don does. So he'll do dressing on it. You can make your own. You could just throw some sour cream on it with some spices mixed in it, oil and vinegar, you know, whatever you want to do. Some people Don likes to put cheese on his salad. He'll put cheese and bacon bits on it. You can put a hard-boiled egg on it, add some protein. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depends on my mood. You can also throw olives on it, throw pickles on it, you know, whatever else you like. But this is my typical salad that I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And I'll probably just wrap this in plastic and throw it in the fridge for tonight. But right here, I am looking at 21.9 grams of carbs, and there's 5.55 grams of fiber, which is leaving me with 16.35 net grams of carbs. So even if I'm trying to stay under 20 grams of carbs, net carbs, I still have like 3.5 grams to go. But I typically try to go like 25 to 30-ish. I have thyroid issues, so I do stay a little bit higher. But yeah, I still can have with my meatloaf. Like I'm going to eat this, and then I'll eat meatloaf. And Don will probably have broccoli. This is 2 cups of broccoli that I'll probably steam for him. I'll just dump it on this thing here so you can see how big. Oh, one more. But that's 2 cups of broccoli. That's a lot of broccoli. I don't like broccoli, so I'll probably do green beans if I do anything, because that salad and the meatloaf will probably fill me up. I'll probably be done. But that's a lot of broccoli or beans to eat. 2 cups of broccoli is 12 grams of carbs, but there's 4.8 grams of fiber in it. So it's going to leave you with, what, 7.4 grams of net carbs. So as long as you're calculating, that's why we measure everything and weigh everything, so we know exactly what we're eating. But after my salad, if I'm hungry, and which I very seriously doubt I would be, but with that, I still have room left at lunchtime if I wanted something. Like today I had, what did I have? I had cheeseburger soup. So there's not a lot of carbs in that, if any at all, because it's cheese, heavy cream, and beef, basically. You know, so, and I don't remember the exact count, but if there was 3 grams of carbs in it, then it was a lot. So if I'm at 16.35 for my salad, plus 3 for my soup, so that puts me at 19. I still could have had, if I wanted, a little chia seed pudding. Has maybe 1 gram of net carbs, if I'm not mistaken, because the chia seeds do have a little bit more carbs, but they're high in fiber. So the chia seed pudding, if I wanted to have 2 strawberries with it, 2 medium strawberries is 1.8 grams of carbs, 0.4 grams of net carbs. So that is going to put me at 1.4 grams of net carbs. So I could have 2 strawberries for dessert, and I know some people are gonna be like, oh wow, 2 strawberries, but you throw them in the pudding and you mix them up, or even some heavy cream. If you don't want to do all the fiber in the chia seed pudding, or you don't like chia seed pudding, you throw the 2 strawberries, chop them up, and mix them up with some heavy cream, and that's dessert, And I just wanted to explain to people that I don't think keto is what they think it is. There is a lot of nutrition eating keto. Yeah, I might heavily salt my food. I love salt. I always have. My grandmother used to yell at me all the time because I was going to get high blood pressure. And I did, eating the standard American diet. But now that I eat keto, there's no salt in anything that I just showed you on this plate. There's no salt in these. There's no salt in the broccoli. So I could put the salt on that I want to put on that I like. I like the salt taste. So for me to over salt is fine. You don't have to, but that's one of the benefits that I like from keto, because I do like vegetables. I love salads. I always have, and I like salt. And I get a lot of nutritional value out of what I'm eating. And I guess that's all I wanted to show you. Now I don't know what I want to say, but yeah, if you have any questions or you're curious about the keto diet, I did have a class that the first week just started, but I do start a new class the first Monday of every month. So if you're curious, just shoot me a message, or give me a call, and we can discuss your concerns, or I can answer your questions, and maybe we can get you started on this. I cannot stress how much better I feel eating this way. Even if you look at my hands, like I don't even have inflammation in my hands. My hands used to be swollen. My arm would swell because of my lymphedema. Like I don't have any of that. You get rid of all inflammatory foods. Did I say that right? When you're doing keto. So you're not bloated, you're not inflamed, you're not swelled up, and you feel so much better because of it. But like I said, if you're interested, just shoot me a message or give me a call, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions.